What's up guys, it's Jeff Chan from MMA Shredded, and in today's video I'll be showing you my favorite tactics used by UFC featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski. Now before
we get started, I just want to give a quick shout out to DraftKings for sponsoring this video. They're the leading daily fantasy sports brand, and they're offering fantasy MMA contests for tonight's UFC 249, and they have over $1 million up for grabs. Now being on lockdown, I'm super excited to see one of my favorite fighters, Dominic Cruz, back in the cage using his footwork and head movement against a dominant opponent, Kunisudo. Now these MMA contests are really easy to play. To play, simply pick 6 fighters from tonight's event, stick under the salary cap of 50,000 and win points on their advances, takedowns, and more. So new users can sign up using this promo code, and all the details can be found in the description box below. Now on to the tactics.
The first and best, most used combo I've seen Volkanovski use is the jab to inside low kick. Instead of throwing the jab, then stepping into the kick, he actually throws the jab as his rear foot is already off the ground to step 45 degrees to the side in a pivoted position to slap the inside leg with his foot. He flashes the jab to distract his opponent, but he doesn't seem to actually try to hit his opponent with the jab, as the jab never actually comes close to his opponent's face. He is seen using it many times against Chad Mendes, Jose Aldo, and repeatedly against Max Holloway. He really punished Holloway's legs with his inside low kicks and was one of the main factors I believe won him the fight. What's interesting is how he follows up with the inside low kick in Tactic 2. So Tactic 2 is the inside low kick followed by the jab cross in the southpaw stance. Alex will score the inside low kick and retract his kicking leg back in a southpaw stance, then push off the ball of his left or rear foot and step in with a jab cross while being in southpaw stance. He is seen using this against Chad Mendes and Jose Aldo. Tactic 3 is the liver hook to overhand right. Body punches and overhand punches are great weapons to use against taller opponents because as a shorter fighter, the body is more in your line of sight and reach, and for the overhand, the trajectory of the punch is in upwards direction. So with the punch starting lower and finishing high, it makes it harder for the taller opponent to read when thrown over top the guard, or especially when thrown over top the jab. This is probably why a shorter, stockier fighter like Alex used this liver hook to overhand combo against the tall, lanky former champion Max Holloway. Tactic 4 is the head duck into the lead high kick. Alex has a wrestling background, and as the shorter, stockier fighter, his opponent probably expects him to shoot for the takedown. So Alex ducks his head, most likely to fake a takedown shot, and then steps forward with his rear foot and into his lead high kick. Although Alex failed to land this high kick set up against Max Holloway, Chad Mendes, Jose Aldo, and more, I personally really like this tactic, and it's worked for me very well.
Too biggie! Too biggie! Too biggie! Too biggie! Too biggie!
Tactic 5 is the cross into a leaping lead hook. As Alex throws his cross, he slips his head off center line and ducks his head. Then he pushes off his lead foot as he drags his rear foot to leap forward into a left hook. The leaping hook is a great way to close the distance on a taller opponent because you're literally lunging or jumping forward, and probably why we saw him use it successfully against Max Holloway. Tactic 6 is the same as Tactic 5, except he throws the combo in southpaw stance. Just like Tactic 2, Alex can be very tricky with his stance switching. He shifts to southpaw stance first, then he throws the cross, and then pushes off his rear foot and leaps forward into the right hook. Again, it's a great way to close the distance on your opponent because it involves leaping and shifting. Shifting means taking a full step forward into the opposite stance. It closes more distance than moving forward while staying in the same stance. We see him using this against Chad Mendes. The last tactic is shifting into southpaw stance while throwing the right hook. To perform, lift your right leg up and forward into southpaw stance. Your right foot lands to the ground at the same time your right hook intends to land. Alex is seen using this against Chad Mendes and Max Holloway.